So about 45 days ago, before the world had gone to hell, my property management team and I got together and we were talking about the upcoming lease renewal season. We talked about how much we anticipate increasing rents based upon our market, the property type, all those normal things that we would have at this point in time in the year. Then, of course, this happens. One thing we have decided to do to help our tenants, to help our owners for the time being, is to not renew leases. Now, before I tell you why and why I think you should do that as well, I want to thank the sponsor for this video, Showdigs. So Showdigs is a very nice, unique company that's upcoming. They do showings for you. Think Uber for showing your rental properties. They show your vacant properties. They're just starting to do occupied move-in inspections. So you can send somebody out on your behalf. They will do this for you. We've used them. I'm a fan. It's a pretty interesting company the way they operate. So this video's over. Go to showdigs.com, jump on our sponsor page. You can learn more information on Showdigs, but check them out. They will be coming to your market soon. And when they do, they are absolutely an opportunity. So when crazy things like this happen, you can keep getting your properties rented. So as we're talking about this, if you're going to be renewing the lease right now, you probably can't increase the rent. It's not a proper time for that. 2 months ago, maybe you could have. 30 days ago, maybe you could have. But today, because of all the craziness going on, it's not proper to increase the rent. The optics are bad, even if the market potentially calls for it. So we have to keep that in mind. This is not a time to increase the rent. So if you do a 12-month lease renewal, you're probably going to have your rent flat for the next 12 months. That's why we're taking a 90-day hiatus. We're going to pause the lease renewal process for the next 90 days. Now, here's how that's going to work logistically. We're going to let all of our tenants roll month to month. Meaning, instead of getting the letter from us where we say, hey, your lease is coming up for renewal, we'd love to have you renew, here are your options. Instead, it's going to say, hey, your lease is coming up for renewal July 31st. Because of the current situation happening, we've decided to allow your lease to roll month to month at no additional increase. So that's an important part of this. The rent is not going to increase on a month to month. So if your built-in lease has a month to month increase like ours does, you want to waive that. We don't want to increase tenants' rent right now. We want to make it easy for them. Stay in your property, have flexibility, no rent increase. Now, historically, the risk of doing what I just said is that you don't want tenants to move. We don't want tenants to be month to month because they could just up and move with a 30-day notice at any point in time. I don't think that's going to be the case right now. Because of all the things happening, people want security. They don't want to be moving. So I don't think we're going to have a mass exodus of people simply because now they're on a month-to-month lease. I just don't see that happening. So step number 3 is we're going to offer that renewal 90 days later. So we're going to pause for 90 days. We're going to come back in 90 days. Now, hopefully by then, this stuff will have calmed down a little bit. The market will have returned to a little bit of normalcy. And depending on your market, you will once again have the opportunity to have an annual rent increase that is normal and necessary for most of your owners. So then you can go back to them and retroactively say, hey, we're going to renew the lease now. And now, if the market's normal and if your market allows it, the new rent for the remaining term will be X. And you just determine what that will be. Maybe there'll be no increase at that point in time as well. Maybe there will be. But by doing this, what you do is you protect your tenant, you keep their rent low, and you also give the owner the benefit of a little bit of an increase down the road. So number 1, your residents benefit, no increase number right now. Your residents benefit with a flexibility in the lease, but your owners also benefit because they don't lose out on 12 months of a rent increase. That's an important part. This is just one aspect of what's happening, but you need to make a decision. And if you're going to renew leases, we recommend you renew them with no increase and let people go month to month right now. It just gives your tenants more flexibility. Hey, 2 quick things before you go. Number 1, pulling back the curtain is still on. Denver, Colorado, August 24th. We anticipate being there. Here's why you need to come. You're going to be itching to get out of your house come August. We're all ready to get out of here. Our event's still on. You can get registered today. If for some reason we have to cancel, you'll get your money back. Don't worry about that. We've got limited spots for this. So once this fills up, it fills up. We're pricing this thing so ridiculously low that you will want to come. So I'm excited for this event in August. Make sure you sign up for that. Another thing to be aware of, I do one-on-one coaching. I don't talk a lot about that, but if that's something you're interested in, go to our website, propertymanagementsystem.org. Check out our one-on-one coaching. If your business is not where you want it to be, then you need to make a change. That may be something for you, either a one-on-one coaching or a video coaching programs. Check those out. They may be beneficial to you. But get your lease renewal process in place. We'll get through this, weather the storm, make your owners safe, make your tenants secure for the rest of the year.